Hi, hello everybody. Make sure that my sound is on and all that good stuff. Looks like it. Looks like it. How's everybody doing tonight? Feel free to turn your mics on. You don't have to share your video, but I definitely want to hear some audio today. It's going to be a very interactive experience as much as I can make it so. So feel free, turn your mic on, say hi, let me hear your voice, check in, tell me how you're feeling. Still got some people coming in. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. I'm going to ask you guys to unmute your mics today because I want to make this as interactive and as engaging as possible. So I'm going to be asking questions. We're going to build something great together, and I need audience participation, basically. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to ask you to unmute your mic. Totally up to you, but I would love to hear your voice. Love for you to participate. The more you participate, the more I can answer your immediate questions. You know what I'm saying? Your direct needs. So chime in.
All right.
All right. I'm going to give everybody a couple more minutes. 5 after the gun, and I guess we'll get it started. But I hope everybody's good. Hey.
It's Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
I'm in the car, so I'm kind of roughing it, but we're going to do this.
But you hear,
Right.
Teresa. That's what
Right.
counts. That's what counts. Because today I'm getting down to the root, to the juice. I figured that I was going to kind of, now that I introduced the concept of, you know, just making free money with nothing, we're going to dive into creating a branded product. So you guys are going to see me create a logo. You're going to see me find a product. You're going to help me choose a niche. So I'm going to kind of do it off the fly here just to show you guys how really simple it is to do it. So start thinking of some niche ideas that you'd like to see me create. It could be the one that you chose to do, one that you're thinking about doing. It doesn't matter.
I got a question. This is Jennifer.
Sure.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jennifer.
My question is, did anybody choose clickbait, or what did you choose as to do your affiliate marketing? I
tried to choose clickbait. I didn't succeed, and I'm not giving up, but I did try to do it, and I really couldn't get it on my own. So.
Okay, you know what? So I had kind of had that issue too. That's why I brought the question up, because I kind of had some issues logging in. It was being a little stubborn, but I finally got in, and I was texting Malika to get some help, but I tried it earlier and then I didn't get in. Then I got sidetracked during the week and I came back to it, and they finally let me in today. But I've read a lot about clickbait, and I know that that's one of the better ones to use, but it can be a little stubborn. So I don't know if anybody else tried a different one.
I would say, guys, just like Jennifer said, while you're doing it, if you run into problems, you could text me. Don't hesitate. I'd rather help you while you're in the middle of, you know, your frustration, and you kind of get sidetracked, and, you know, coming back to it takes you a little bit longer because you were frustrated, right? So you guys, I'll make sure you have my number, and just shoot me a text, and I'll respond as fast as possible to kind of get you past that hurdle. But the ClickBank process, like Jennifer was saying, is you have to verify your email, right? So once you create an account on ClickBank, they're going to send you an email saying, hey, we saw you want to sign up. Verify your email. If you don't see it, it might be in your junk mail. So make sure you look for that.
Maybe that's where it went wrong.
Make sure you check for write down your password. And if still that doesn't work and you swear you've created your account, try to recreate your password. So there's a little link there that says forgot password, and they'll ask you to walk through the steps again. And sometimes that'll jolt their system to straighten things out. So, but if there is trouble, ClickBank's on it. There's customer service is great. They want you to be able to use their website. So.
Okay.
Anybody else got any more questions about ClickBank? Thanks, Jen. That was a good one. Did anybody choose to go with anything else? There was Max Bounty on there. I mean, ClickBank is a great place to start. So if you didn't, no problem. Okay, ClickBank is the one I use primarily. So kudos to you for starting. Okay.
I hear you.
All right. So I'm not gonna wait any further. I'm gonna dive in, and for those of you just coming in, I wanted to tell you that this is kind of like a answer and response session. I'm going to build something live so you guys can see really how easy it is to narrow down on a niche, find a product that you don't ever have to touch, create a logo, super fast, super easy, and create a landing page to sell your product. Okay, so with that being said, you know, there's a couple of us on here, but I can hear you. So give me some niche ideas, and I'm just going to start writing them down. I'll help it. I was thinking natural hair care was one of my passions. So if I decided to go in the natural hair care lane, I definitely would like to, you know, tackle the fact of confidence, right? Feeling unconfident in this new fro and this, you know, because our hair means so much to us. So if I was thinking of that, all right, so now my niche, my money-making niche would be natural hair care confidence. Okay, so it's very unique, but I think there's a lot of women who could identify with that situation. So now what I need to do is find what's called a flagship product. My flagship product is going to be the one that people know me for. Okay, so I could sell a whole bunch of other stuff, but my flagship one is the one that people want to share, people want to write reviews about. You know, I got a whole bunch of people on Instagram and influencers who are dying to get their hands on my flagship product because I did that good of a job branding it. And it could be as simple as a comb. I don't have to reinvent it. I just have to brand it better than somebody else. Get what I'm saying? So if I choose to go the natural hair, and I'll do multiple ones. So I'll start there just so you guys can kind of get your juices flowing and things like that. All right. So if natural hair care confidence is my niche, I'm looking for a product. Okay. There's a couple things that I try to make sure I have a little product checklist, and I'll share my screen so you guys can see it.
Malika, let me ask a question. So you said you're doing natural hair care.
Yes.
So if I were to do something like traveling, and I still haven't narrowed it down yet because I don't or traveling to different locations. I think we talked about it before, like hot springs or spas and things like that. I don't know how to move past that point.
Okay, well, let's look at this. If you say traveling, then if you want to narrow down your niche, a good way to do it is on the right side, you got the pros. On the left side, you got the cons. Okay, those are the two things that people spend money on. We either spend money to solve a problem, or we spend money because it's something that, you know, we don't need but we want. So those are the two areas. So when you look at traveling, okay, what are the pros about traveling, or why do you like to travel? I like to travel for vacation. I like to travel, like you were mentioning, maybe if it's to a spa somewhere locally, maybe it's for health and wellness. I like to travel to see friends and family. You get what I'm saying? I like to travel to events. So you would start to make this list. And on the left side, you got your cons. Okay. So what I don't like about traveling, maybe it's the transportation from and to the airport. Maybe it's never knowing, you know, baggage fees or whatever it is. You would start to build this list. And from these two lists, trust me, those ideas will start to jump out at you and they'll start to clump together. So for example, if on the pro side, you said, all right, I want to focus on traveling to health and wellness spas. Okay. So what I would do is to niche that even further down, stick to what you know. All right. So why are you going to health and wellness spas? To reset, for peace of mind. You get what I'm saying? So you start to just kind of really pull it out, and it's personal, and that's okay, because that's when it's going to be easy to find products, easy to find, you know, create content because it means something to you. So dig down and to figure out what it means to you, why you want to go to these spas or these health and wellness, what you hope to get out of it, what you hope to share with other people, right? So if I look at it from that perspective, I'm looking at travel, travel across America and find the best health and wellness spas to reset, or the best health and wellness spas to try, for groups and friends. There's so many ways I could spin that. Is it starting to kind of juices starting to flow a little bit there?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But it's just, I'm not gonna say it's challenging. It's just, you just sit there and just throw all that stuff out. And I'm like, how did she come up with all that?
Well, I mean, I'm seriously, I'm just really kind of connecting the dots, right? So someone else give me another one, and then I can do that one too.
Medical scrubs,
Okay.
simple supplies, stethoscope, pulse oximeter, pressure cuffs.
Okay, tell me the profession. When you say medical scrubs, tell me, who are they for? Are they nurses, doctors, surgeons?
Medical assistants, technicians, lab coats. So I myself was an ECP technician in cardiology for many years, wore many scrubs. I've also used stethoscopes and all those main things. And over the years, I just know that people are not really going into the stores if they don't need to.
Right.
So because I'm comfortable there and I know about using them, thought it would be a good niche for me.
Okay, so we're talking about medical scrubs so let's see if we said medical assistants, right?
Medical assistants, technicians.
Okay, and technicians. So what are some of the pros about medical scrubs?
Well, you have to wear them. It's something you have to wear if you're in the field. So it is a must.
It's an easy uniform, maybe?
It's an easy uniform, comfortable. And 9 times out of 10 in my career you had to be in scrubs.
Okay, it's a must.
It's a must.
So it's required for your profession. So you got to do it. Now, what are the cons?
The cons of selling the product is easy access to
or cons of wearing, cons of maintenance, just the cons personally, like some of the experiences that you disliked about wearing your medical scrubs. Was it like
easy access to wear, no stress, just knowing what I'm going to put on every day.
But the bad stuff. So was it like maybe it was lack of versatility, the lack of not being able to
wear scrubs?
Up. No, I was asking for you, like the bad stuff. So now that we went on the good stuff,
I love scrubs.
But there's something. Think about it. There's got to be a pain point in there somewhere that.
Geez, I don't see any bad stuff. Help me out.
Fine. That's fine. If you don't see any bad spots, let's stay in the love spot. Okay, so you love scrubs, and what kind of love do you want other people like? So if I was a medical assistant and I also love scrubs, and I met you, what would you tell me about your website? Oh my God, I got this website that finish the sentence.
Has comfortable scrubs that are user-friendly to your field, such as having, front side pockets, a top pocket where you're going to put your pens. Some medical scrubs have a little tab on the shoulder where you'll put
we're talking about Scrub Love. All right. So you got
Love.
Okay. So that's what it is. Okay. So I would really focus on medical assistants and technicians who love scrubs.
Okay, good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
And you got Scrub Love. Okay, who's got another one?
I like that Scrub Love. I like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else? Come on, jump in. We're hot.
Okay, I have one. Well, actually, I have two. One is broad and one is not broad. So I'll go with the easy one. This new sport of pickleball that I just started getting into.
I love pickleball. Yep.
And I just started like in the last 2 months.
Okay.
So that's a new up and coming thing. And it's not a lot of minorities involved with it.
No,
and every time I tell my friends, they be saying, what is pickleball? But I think it's something that is going to grow, and we're going to get involved, and we're going to we gonna take it over and we're gonna win. So
I bought a net, so I know I'm with you. So yeah.
so yeah, so I thought something around that for
Okay.
me per se. And
Okay.
yeah, but I
What was
could
the other one? Okay, so that's
other-
one. Give me the other one.
the other one was the broad one, which is retirement. Now what? Right. All of the
Okay.
things associated with retirement. People always retire, and sometimes they don't know what to do. What am I going to do? And am I going to have enough money? Can I travel? Do I get
Okay.
a part-time job? And
Right.
because actually it was like retirement. Now what? But
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds really good to the ear.
yeah,
Okay.
and the thing is, I've been retired 3 years, and I'm more busy now. I'm busier now than I was when I was working.
I as well.
You just had the key, right? So what I was trying to get you guys to understand is this is personal, right? So even if the brand doesn't have your name on it, what are the pain points for you? So just like you said, right? I'm retired now and I'm busier now than I was when I wasn't. So, think of that and how many other people would be able to relate with that. So on both sides of the angle, right? Retired, but can't find time to relax or, so you got both sides of the angle. Now, when I say narrow down, I want you to figure out which audience you can specifically talk to, right? So we're not talking to retired 70-year-old white men, right? We're not, so who can you specifically talk to without even having to try, right? So you want to talk to retired women, age, over 40, that's a beautiful place to start. Okay. Or retired women on the East Coast. You can even do it that way. Okay. You can even be as specific to the state you're in and just start there. Build, because the further you drill down, the easier it is going to be for you to succeed. If you just focus on, for example, if you just focus on Virginia, right? I mean, you're going to find a lot of retired women over 40 or 50 in Virginia.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And they want somebody to talk to them specifically. And I guarantee you there's not a lot of websites specifically talking to them and addressing their needs and giving them ideas and encouraging them and all that other stuff. So that's what I mean by narrow down. Now, with the pickleball, again, make it personal. It's new. Okay. And that's the angle I would take because you're, new to the sport too. So as you discover it, you can share your discoveries in this pickleball for beginners, or pickleball again for retired women, who want to be at, that's the
Combine them.
boom, there you go. Exactly. And you can even be a little broader and start with pickleball and say activities for retired women. Okay. And let pickleball be the first one you talk about. Therefore, you didn't pigeon yourself into just pickleball, right? Because you might get bored with pickleball one day and want to talk about something else. I just found out there's a double Dutch league not too far from me. I'm excited to go and do that. So that kind of is, you get what I'm saying? You can you don't pigeonhole yourself into, because pickleball is really, 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 really specific. Not to say that you couldn't have success, but you could do kind of both things at the same time. Anybody else got another one? I think those were great.
This is Sharon. I had chose children for my
Okay.
And I know it's broad, but I don't know which I'm thinking because there's so much I can do with that.
Okay, so let's see. What area of children are we talking about? Their clothes, their education, their food?
All of it.
Well, we got to start somewhere.
So
if we want to, wait, no, let me back it up. So if you want to say all of it, right? So that's fine.
Okay.
Maybe it's not the topic. Maybe it's the demographic. Okay, yeah. So, all right, I want to cover several topics for blank type of children. Is it children with economic, challenges? Is it children with parents, What
Well,
kind of child?
it's young children. I'll say that. I basically is young children.
When you say young, give me a little bit more of an age group.
So
Young, 11.
say basically we go 0 to 10.
0 to 10. Okay. So we're talking about elementary school children. See how we getting
Okay,
there,
we
right?
narrowed it down. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Elementary schools children that blank, that either need something.
Childcare after childcare.
Right.
Yeah.
You have, what's the need of these children? What's the need you feel like these children need or the parents need? Because it's really, children don't buy nothing online, right? So it's the parents you're really talking to. So from a parent's perspective, how can you satisfy a pain point for them? How can you talk to that parent and know that they're talking to that, about their child?
About for children, for healthy, balanced well-being.
And
then that, then incorporate just all types of things, healthy ways of eating, healthy ways of the activities and learning, just
so let me ask this. Okay, let me back up. So are you looking to more provide a service to these parents, like kind of like connecting them to programs, or like, is that you kind of like a middleman?
Yes.
All right.
And also get and also not only will it be things for the children, there'll also be things for the caregivers to keep them healthy, and and for the whole relationship of the child, family environment.
Okay, I get it. So it's almost like a life cycle, almost like the raising and you know what I mean, like the betterment of a child, right?
Yes.
So if we are talking about elementary school children, right? And we're talking about enrichment, and there's a whole bunch of different angles where you want to provide that. I would still drill down to say you can't cover, like you could cover the whole United States, but it's going to be really, 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 really hard.
Right.
Okay. So maybe it's your area that becomes your niche. Again, if you can drill down to, if it's not a county that you're more familiar with, right? I don't know if it's your background or not, but if it was a county that you worked in specifically, it could be, betterment for the elementary children of Westchester. Get what I'm saying? So I really narrowed it down. So I'm talking about Westchester elementary kids. Boom. Yes. So if a parent gets it, they're talking about my kid. I got a kid, so that's what I mean. You narrow it down like that.
Okay.
Did I miss anybody? Did I get everybody? I think so. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I think you did, but I got another question. So we've already went through the life coaching thing. Is that something that I would include in this or not?
I want to tell you something, Jen. I am a serial entrepreneur. And I think we all have all these multiple interests and things like that nowadays, right? And give you guys a little background. Jen is a client of mine. Well, she's more than a client to me now, but we started working together, and Jen is a life coach as well, among other things. So originally when we started working together, the idea was that life coaching was going to be her focus, but she's also a caregiver. Okay, so she has she's wealth of experience in that, as well as in her professional employment. So she's got all these things that she could talk about and that she's passionate about. And, life has a way of getting in the way. And sometimes you're more involved in one thing and then another. And, we're human. So your interests and your focus will follow those things. And so just being proficient in multiple areas will easily get you in a place like, okay, where do I start? All right, I can talk about this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. If you know me, y'all know I could do too many things. Okay, so, and I try to do too many things sometimes at once. But the beauty of this, Jen, is that there is a place for them all. And I promise you, there is a place for them all. And the only thing is that once you learn the tools, I think that getting them all out there and getting that feedback from an audience will tell you easily, okay, you know what? They're really liking this caregiving thing. It's going to fuel you to want to give them more. Get what I'm saying? So that's what we just need to do. We just got to figure out, okay, what's going to be my starting point so I can start, you know, building a community. I call it the 3 C's. We want cash, right? We want clicks, and we want community. Okay, so
You know what else I thought about too? Because I can tell you about divorce because I've been divorced twice. So I kind of thought about that too. It's like
see?
talking about
Mhm.
you know, divorce and how to work through it. You know what
How
I
to
mean?
navigate that. Exactly. Now I'm gonna show you my product checklist, right? Because we all, and just leading right back to where you are, and I want to stay on that topic of having something else that you could talk about and create a business behind, right? Let me share my screen. So divorce is great, but when you're thinking about, all right, so you found a niche. When you found a niche, you also want to make sure that you can align products easily under that niche. So when I think of, and when I say that, is that I want to be able to create a brand that I can put on everything. Think of Coke, right? Or a brand like that. Coke's on everything. Coke got t-shirts, they got sneakers, they got, I mean, everywhere, right? So you want to create a brand that has so much flexibility that it could be on a mug, it could be on a billboard, it could be on a t-shirt. It could be, you get what I'm saying? So you want, when I think of divorce, I wouldn't start there. That could definitely be a potential, you know, profit for you with an ebook after you've already, you know, built some credibility as a coach and things like that. Then yeah, you can write about anything you want. Get what I'm saying? But divorce, when I think of what kind of products I could kind of create around, you know, support for women, I can't imagine too many. I mean, yeah, it might be some t-shirts that might say, you know, I'm a survivor. Or you get what I'm saying? So there's some spins that we could definitely, you know, make it comedic, but that's short run, right? It's not something, you get what I mean, that has really
I got it.
okay, doesn't have legs. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you guys my little product checklist over here. Okay, can you see my product checklist? You guys can see my screen, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So whenever you first you choose your niche, your money making niche, and then you want to find products that fit in these have these 5 characteristics. Okay, it should be a product that you can easily start selling without having to touch. Okay, so it's not something that you got to go get molds made for. It's not something that you got to go and wait, you know, hours and months to have, you know, this shipped from here and that. Nope. Okay, it should be something that you can buy, get shipped to your house, try, you know, for quality control and things like that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's drop shipping, and I'll talk a little bit more about that a little later on in the call. And also, POD is called print on demand. You'll hear me talk about that a lot. All that means is very similar to drop shipping. If I wanted to sell a custom designed t-shirt, print on demand allows me to do that. I could just design it, send it to the manufacturer who has the t-shirts that I want. And when someone pays me for a t-shirt, I say, hey, manufacturer, I got a new order. Print one of those t-shirts or print 2 of those t-shirts or print however many t-shirts I need him to print. And then you're going to ship it to my customer. And then, I mean, the print on demand market is so customizable that you can tell them what color tissue you want in your box, what kind of stickers and whatever, you know, you want to make that open box experience. You could get that detailed with print on demand, and people would never know that you didn't have your own super warehouse somewhere with a whole bunch of minions just churning it out for you. So that's POD. KDP is Kindle. It's a product owned by Amazon, and I really forgot the digital. I think it's Kindle digital products. But what Amazon allows you to do is create things like journals, things they called low content books. So books that aren't books that you just read, usually coloring books, journals, any type of activity books, any type of guides, calendars, any of those kind of things, right? So for example, if I was in the retirement market like Noreen could do a newly retired journal and sell that on Amazon without ever having to touch it to the world, okay? As just one of her products. Okay, that's the kind of thing I want to show you guys to do. Is it kind of sinking in? You getting it? Getting it?
Yep.
Please tell me getting it. All right, cool.
Yes.
So that's the first one. You want to make sure it's hands off. Now, eventually it could be more hands off, hands on, right? If your product blows up and you got this huge demand, yeah, then to make it more yours and customizable and all those things, then yeah, you would transition from drop shipping to more of a manufacturing, but that's not what we're covering. We're covering hands off. I can get it fast. I can test it out, making sure that it ain't, some trash from China, okay? And you got other options of hands off. The next one is you wanna make sure that it's brandable. So if you are gonna make a product, we wanna make sure that that product, somewhere on that product, I could put my logo. So, if you find something that you think you potentially could sell and there's nowhere you can put a tag that someone would know it's, your product, pass, okay? It should be easy to create content around it. So again, if I wanted to sell, for example, I don't know, cell phone cases, right? There has to be something about this cell phone case that I'm selling that it will make it easy for me to talk about. Okay, so easy for maybe it's biodegradable and I can talk about saving the planet, whatever. It's got to have something about it
Something special.
Something special about it. It's a unique selling proposition is the professional, kind of marketing term for it, a USP. But it has to have something about it that you can talk about it, and people don't get tired of hearing, it's like natural hair. I could talk about hairstyles and we never get tired of hearing about, better ways to take care of hair, more ideas, never stops, right? Shipping, you want to make sure you're not going to incur a huge cost or have to make your customer incur a huge cost to ship something. I mean, obviously, if you're selling something that's like if you're selling, you're drop shipping furniture, which is what you can actually do. You can drop ship furniture. You can even, April's not on the call today, but she's a very talented home interior decorator, right? So if April wanted to make, I'll show her a service where she could make her own cabinets.
Yes, she can.
Okay, I know she can, but she doesn't know why I have her in my class.
Right.
Out, right? So once I show her that, how she can create her own cabinets. Now, yes, shipping that cabinet is probably going to cost the customer, over $50, but they understand that because it's cabinet, right? So when I say shipping costs, you don't want to, be selling a rug that's going to cost $100 to ship. You get what I'm saying? So you want to keep in mind that whatever you're selling, it's not shaped awkwardly, okay, and it's not doesn't need special conditions to get to your customer, heating, chilling, whatever. Okay, it's gonna make it from one point to one point. We don't want no refunds. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. All right, and then the last one is affiliatable, and that's what I showed you guys the very first time. Trust me, this will be your long money. I can make a brand about natural hair, right? But I plan my affiliatable links would be things like biotin pills, okay? Things to promote natural hair growth, things that someone with natural hair might subscribe to, right? So now they're getting that monthly subscription, and guess who's also getting that monthly money? Me.
Yes.
So those are my 5 things, guys. And the $20 sweet spot, the easiest way to $1 million business is a $20 product. It's the easiest thing to sell. Okay. There's less resistance, right? If $20 is like, yeah, I'll try it. Why not? If a t-shirt don't fit, you're really not chasing down your manufacturer. Like, where'd I buy this t-shirt from? If the comb don't, the goal is to sell great products. Don't get me wrong, but we don't want to make it frictionable for people to choose to take out their money and spend it with us, right? So, and when you're building a brand, it's, you got to build credibility at the same time. That doesn't mean don't sell a $100 t-shirt, because I've done that too and it's worked. Okay, but $20 is the sweet spot. I did not sell a bunch of $100 t-shirts. Get what I'm saying? But I sold a lot of $20 lip gloss. Okay, so $20 is the sweet spot. Those are the 5 things you want to be mindful of when you're thinking about, okay, I've got this great niche. Now, what kind of products, I can fill in with this niche? Because in natural hair, the possibilities are endless, man. I got combs, I got oils, I got scarves, I got tea. It's just so many ways that I could go. I got books. I could have a natural hair convention, right? So I could, right? I could contact stylists and create a referral guide and say, hey, you want to be listed in my natural hair stylist guide? It's gonna cost you $15 a month. But if I got $15 a month around the world, every month, starting to look real good, right? So those are the possibilities. All right. So now that we got all that in place, I want to start and I want to show you guys how we could build a brand. So I really like Scrub Love. So Scrub Love, you go first up. Yeah, give it up, Scrub Love. All right. So Scrub Love, I would think that there's 2 ways to do this. And I want to get your opinion first. When you're thinking Scrub Love, are you thinking of making your own scrubs? Are you thinking, okay, so what do you when you need a flagship product? Okay.
Correct.
So that one product that we're gonna kick the door down with, and everyone's gonna know about Scrub Love based off this one product. What is it?
Well, for me, it was always the comfortableness of the waistband being a string, string, as opposed to the band on it. And also the ankle being a tight band on the ankle as opposed to, a bell bottom or whatever, So those were the 2 things that were comfortable on the pants portion of it.
Okay. So let's think of Scrub Love a little bit more. If it was a physical product and it had a logo on it that said Scrub Love, and you went to the store and you saw it, just kind of let your imagination go free. What do you think? What comes to mind? And guys, please feel free to jump in. We're all, it's a collaborative effort. So if you got any ideas, feel free to share.
Maybe a girl in the shower washing her hair with bubbles all over, scrub in the water with scrubs on.
But we know it's a medical scrub, so we're not talking about that. So in the profession of medical scrubs, right? So, and we could say MD Scrub Love or Dr. Scrub Love, something so that there's not that confusion versus a shampoo versus actual medical, scrubs you wear. Right. So, but if it was a physical product, what could it be? If I was thinking that, okay, and I think physical product, I'm thinking, is it a special shampoo maybe that I use just for my scrubs because I want to give them that extra love, knowing I got to wear them so long, and they're my uniform.
It could be the material was always a factor for me. I started out using the cotton. I don't know if it was blended with anything but the cotton, but I ended up being real comfortable
But if it's
in.
not closed, if we're not selling the actual scrubs, like if we're not selling the tops and the bottoms, now we can.
Mhm.
We can. I'm sure I can find a print-on-demand supplier that does scrubs,
Mhm.
right? But I want to know what your thoughts were. Like, okay, so if it was a physical product, it could be a are they? I don't know. I don't know too much about the medical field, so
What do you mean like a physical product? I mean, I understand what you're saying, physical product, but
right. So if Scrub Love was a
the
t-shirt,
name.
right? So
Okay, okay, I see what you're
the
saying.
brand, right? So if I was in the cafeteria and it was like, oh man, Scrub Love just came out with a new, what is it, right? That's the commercial. And so someone
Right.
is giving me that information. What are they passing along to me? Scrub Love just came out with, drop it on me.
With t-shirts, with mugs, with, water coolers
okay.
for your desk.
Okay, give me something a little bit more specific to the industry. And while you're talking, I'm going to pull up a website and you guys can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up a couple of websites. And the first one is called Google Trends. So Google has a bunch of tools that they provide for free. Back in the day when they first came out, they used to give us all the beans. Like you could know everything, where your visitors came from. Now they kind of aggregate it and give you, the ratio instead of the direct things, just to protect people's privacy. Let's see. But Google Trends is a great place to go when you want to see what people are searching for on Google. And it's trends.google.com. And as soon as my computer catches up, I will show you guys how it works. So my idea is there's a couple ways you could do this, right? I can go all the way to Google Trends, or I could start with Google while Trends is doing its thing. I could go medical because I want to be specific to the type of scrubs that I want. I go medical scrubs, right? And just see what comes up.
Right.
So already Google is niching it down for me, right? Medical scrubs for women, medical scrubs for men, medical scrubs wholesale, right? So when I look at any of those, let's see what comes up. All right, again, I don't know if you were of, Muslim faith, medical scrubs and hijabs for women of Islamic faith. That would be a great niche. It's fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh man, woo, that'd be good. It could be medical scrubs for expecting women. That's also a very good niche. Specific that is. That's why, there's a lot you could talk to women about that. You start with scrubs, but obviously you're talking about them expecting. You could talk about their health. There's so much that you could, we got a lot of.
That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, Scrub Love just came out with maternity scrubs.
See, I bet you that would kick butt. Now,
yeah.
All right, now we're getting hot. All right, so that tells me not only that, now the brand is kind of taking life, right? So I know that when I'm going to make a logo or I want to look for a logo, I want to find something that kind of implies pregnancy and that kind of baby kind of, lovey-dovey kind of feel. So let's see.
But I also don't want to narrow myself down, Shibi.
I feel you. And that's why you could say Scrub Love featuring maternity wear.
Correct.
Get what I'm saying? So
I
it's
do.
not, you know what I mean? So I would have a question. Even would you say that women are more likely to have multiple pairs of scrubs more than men?
No,
Okay, interesting.
no, not drastically. The
Okay.
men that I've worked with, there's way more women in the field. Well, today there's equally men, but
Okay.
in my days there was way more women, but the men that were there as well. First of all, every day we had to have a new scrub. So 5 days a week you had to have different colors or different whatever the the office policy was.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I would say at this point it's equally.
All right. So let's see. Maternity scrubs. Scrubs and beyond. All right, I like this niche, but remember, that's got to pass that checklist, right? So
Right.
if there's not a product I can't print on demand easily,
Yeah, that's when
okay,
you said that. It
that's
rang
when
a
I
bell.
would definitely say, okay, if it's not the actual scrubs that I could sell, what else is it? A scrub hanger, the hanger that I can say, hey, this hanger is perfect for your scrubs. Is it is it something else that I could say, hey, keep your scrubs from wrinkling? I don't know.
Right.
What can I,
Go
because I love
deeper
my
in.
scrub, exactly, because I love my scrub so much, what product can I either attach to them that would simplify that love, right?
But it has to be a product that you can easily attach your brand on to. So that
Exactly.
kind of, unless I'm going to make the product myself, that kind of kills that niche.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. It does in the beginning for you. As a beginner, I would steer away from that and find something that's a little easier to market, a little easier for you to just get on hand, right? So think about it like this. As soon as we build a landing page, the first thing I got to do is start making content about it. So I need to be able to have it in my hands and be able to, touch it and take a picture of it and ask someone else to put it on. So, you got to be able to get your hands on it as soon as possible. That doesn't mean scrub love.
Right.
I would just ask you to dig a little deeper if you want to stay here and say, okay, what else about scrubs can I attach to it that would make it unique enough? Like I said, if it's not a hanger, if it's not something that I don't know enough about scrubs.
Right. No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I got to dig a little deeper into the thought.
Exactly. I don't know.
Any ideas, ladies?
Wear long sleeve scrubs, right?
Both, but I mostly wore short sleeves and then had my lab jacket when I needed it.
Yeah, ladies, chime in if you have any ideas of how a physical product for scrub love. That is the challenge. It's like, what kind of product could we attach to scrubs? Think hangers, think is it something, I don't know, is it a fragrance? Is it a lining? Is it
How about a bag that you put your scrubs in, which I used to do myself, but not that it was better or worse, but I could market it. A bag that you can put your scrubs in that they wash together, but along with something else, but not touching them.
I like it. Scrub love, see? Yes. I like it. Bags are really super easy to find. So let's go over here to one of my favorite stores. You guys heard of AliExpress or Alibaba?
Yeah.
Alibaba.
All right, let me tell you about those guys over there. Great. All of them, now, most of them are legit people, right? And most of them know each other. So the way, I swear.
I believe it. I can see them now all in one factory.
They do this and want to come out with a product because they have to create molds and all this stuff to product, right? So what I learned is that they'll actually share molds, right? So you may be buying it from Sue Lin, but John Kim is gonna rent Sue Lim's mold, so they have the same product, really. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But they can sell it at whatever price point they want to. And then a lot of the, Coke and Sprite, most people don't even stop to think that those are owned by the same companies. They're not competing brands, right?
Right.
They are brother and sister, or brother and brother, whatever. They're from the same family, but most people don't stop to think that. So same thing here. Alibaba, AliExpress, a lot of the companies are under bigger corporations. So it's like a little, little companies, but they stay owned by the same guy out there and getting with his cameras, watching all his factories eating noodles.
Right.
I'm telling you.
That's right.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm either that or he's in the casino next to me playing baccarat. Right.
See?
Right. Right.
So the difference between when Alibaba Express first jump started, there was a difference between the two platforms, right? Alibaba was where you would go and wanted to brand a product, right? I want to make some robes. I want to sell some silk robes, and I want it to have my emblem on it, and I need 100 or 1,000 or 10,000. You go to Alibaba, all right? They at one point would only allow you to buy in quantity. So you could get a sample, but you couldn't buy one at a time. And because of that, AliExpress was created. Drop shipping became extremely popular. E-commerce, as you know, is hot, 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 hot. So that's why you have the separate site, because a company started, creating a service to address just those smaller orders. And there you go. So we were talking about really quick, degradable, like a washable bag,
Right.
right?
Like a net type that water could go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can, there will be plenty of options.
Right.
So, and the good thing about Alibaba is that books on here are designed to be brandable. Okay, they want you to come in here and stick your logo on it. That's what they want you to do. So that's the comfort when you're looking from here. And the other thing is that they are highly competitive with each other, so they definitely want your service. Everything is negotiable, so don't ever pay the price you see. So again, there's so many options here that we could go down if you wanted to do more of like a little drawstring kind of bag. I'm just gonna pick one real quick. If one gravitates to you, stop me, because I just want to show you proof of concept. Right? Let's see. So it's something like this. Rustic. Let's see.
Good feedback. Good feedback.
Which one?
I hear some feedback.
Oh, you're hearing some feedback?
Yeah.
All right, let's see who it is.
Oh, it's somebody else. I thought it was yours.
What kind of bag?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to adjust the feedback, guys. So I'm gonna have to unmute again. If you got a TV playing, if you could kind of turn it down for us, that'd be great. All right, so unmute yourself. I'm sorry, you could talk.
What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for a bag for Scrub Love, and I'm going to show her really fast of how I can brand this bag and throw it on to my business builder. So let's see. I'll give it one more swipe through. But this is what you would do. You would come to Alibaba and you would start searching for that product, start searching for that possible flagship product for yourself. You got the checklist, you know, the standard it needs to meet, right? These aren't bad over here. Okay, and being in the medical field, there's a couple things you might want to pay attention to. You might want it to be biodegradable. You might want it to be, you know, recycled materials. So if you come to Alibaba and do a quick search, you'll find plenty of options. So the brand we're working with is Scrub Love. And it needs to have medical in the title somewhere, or MD, something to say, you know, a little bit more specifically of what it is and not just bubbles. But so I'm just gonna say, you know, medical scrub love. Okay, we'll say that.
Yeah.
And so I would come to AliExpress. I would find that flagship product. And if it was look around, they're as low as 30 cents and as much as 75 cents. So again, that sweet spot is $20. So you want to see, okay, is this a product I could sell for 20 bucks?
Are you going to bring it up on the screen?
Uh-huh. Do you see it?
Okay. I
Am I not
don't.
sharing it? I'm sharing what? What am I sharing? New share. This one.
While you're looking, I'm
Mhm.
gonna mute myself after I talk because I'm sitting outside.
Okay.
So how do you know? Now you said a bag for $20. How do you know? And all of this stuff coming from China, how do you know that this is good quality stuff?
Because you're gonna get a sample.
Okay.
Okay. And think about it like this. Again, they want your business. Okay. They don't. This is my experience with China. It's never in the beginning that it's bad. It's always quality control after you've kind of got things going. Because in the beginning, it's almost like a date, right? They send representatives, they're like double checking, they're making sure everything is beautiful, you know, and down the middle of the line, the quality really can be affected. Let me put it like that. I've seen both. I've seen it not be affected in some cases, and I've seen it be affected in some cases. But usually it's when it depends on how customized your product is, right?
Yeah.
So if it's fold and stamp and fold and stamp and fold, and you know, your quality control is a little bit better. But if you've got something that needs, you know, intricate placements of things, got to be assembled. You get what I'm saying? The more steps it takes to make your end product, the more quality control hiccups you could have. And being that it is coming from China, it's a long way away, right? So when we did the actual makeup business, my business partner went to China because we were having the workers there place rhinestones on our lipstick cases by hand. So the amount of accuracy and precision, right, that we needed to make sure that every single lipstick case, all 100,000 lipstick cases that came out of there needed to be the same as possible. And we end up coming up with mold to make it easier so that they actually had a pattern to follow. So it was a pattern that was pre-printed on the, you know, actual lipstick case that made it easier. But we didn't learn that in the beginning. So we had to end up changing manufacturers. The first one we had was great. It was fantastic. And then in the middle, you know, not so great. But that's business. Well, even if they were here, I dealt with the same crap with manufacturers in the United States. So it really is just vetting your manufacturer. I'd say Alibaba is really good about having reviews. They are really good about getting back to you. And then if you are creating a brand and it starts selling like that, oh, trust me, you're gonna look a little closer at who's manufacturing your product, how far you're paying for it to get here, how long you've got to wait, how customers got to wait. You make the better customer service and just customer experience you'll be able to provide overall. So the goal is not to stay in China. The goal is to start in China, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So scrubs, Scrub Love, MD Scrub Love. Let's say this was going to be our flagship product, right? I want to show you guys, I want to jump into the hot spot of tonight. So if you've ever done any research of your own of online business, you've heard of some of these shopping carts, Shopify, there's WordPress, WooCommerce, and a bunch of others. So as I was creating this course, I was really trying to figure out which would be the best way to teach beginners without you guys getting confused. And I was able to get into a great partnership with a friend of mine who's a developer, and he's created something fabulous for me and for us. So I call it the Online Business Builder. And basically it is a place where I can teach you all the fundamentals I need to teach you without you having to incur huge costs from a Shopify or someplace else and have to worry about you learning email marketing over here and funnels over here and over here. So it's all in one place. So I want to show it to you right now. Well, in a second. First, we're going to make the logo for Scrub Love real fast, and then we're going to jump over there. All right. So everybody can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. So if this was a product that we chose for Scrub Love, I would do a bunch of things. I would bookmark this. And to answer your question, Noreen, when I said $20 product, so let's look at this. I'm going to zoom out of these bags. These are bags, Scrub Love's first product, flagship product. We are going to market and advertise them as the best bag for your scrubs. So give them some love, right? And they are biodegradable. Wash them right with your scrubs. Don't even take them out the bag. So that's going to be the whole kind of concept, is that we've got these, leave your nasty scrubs in the bag. Don't even take them out.
Right.
We promote that, especially with the, COVID kind of, still lingering around. That's a really good marketing point to make. You can create crazy content around that, right? There's a lot of doctors who are quarantined, and trust me, that sore is still there. So just to mention that, people would, that's a scroll stopper, right?
Right.
So yes, I'm loving it. All right. So the first thing I would do, I find the bag that I want to use. Noreen, this 30 cent to 75 cent is what the manufacturer is telling us how much it would cost to buy just this bag as it is, no print whatsoever. It's going to be as low as 30 cents a bag and as much as 75 cents a bag, right? So that means I have a huge profit margin if I sell it for $20.
Yes.
Yes, that's great. That is good.
And the other good thing about this, also easy to ship. So when I'm ready to send this to influencers and to some of those high profile doctors, right, with big followings, right, that you want to take a picture with it, super easy to fold up. So it's passing all those pain points we talked about on the product checklist, right? You want to make sure that it's, you don't have to touch it. Check for $20, check. It's easy to ship, check. Easy to brand, check. Crazy content, check. Affiliatable. All right, Scrub Love. I definitely think there would be some great affiliate products that the medical assistants could benefit from, even from back pain, from standing up all day. There's a slew of affiliate products I think you could line up with Scrub Love. All right, let's go and make a logo. Any questions? You guys got any questions? You can always jump in with your questions. All right, no questions, moving right along. So this is Canva, guys. You will learn to love Canva. It's a great tool out the box. It's going to be able to do everything that you need to do. If you want to get fancy, you'll have to get out of Canva. But to get the job done, we can stay right here. So if you haven't already created a Canva account, please do so. It is free, but if you're going to be a business builder like me, you want Pro, and it's only $14 a month, guys. And it definitely will pay for itself. So the first thing I want to do is I want to come into Canva. I want to say, hey, Canva, I need a new design, and I want to create a logo. Something really quick to mention about logos. You don't have to be married to your logo. You can always grow from your logo. You can let go of your logo. Let go. Or your logo. Okay, so it's just a starting point, right? You just want something that looks clean and professional, not, you know, a reputable brand. Let's put it like that, right? Your logo should say, ask yourself, would I buy from that company? Okay, if it looks
Right.
like a logo that looks a little suspect, like, and you wouldn't buy from it, then try again.
Right.
But the key when you are creating these logos in the beginning is that don't try to be the designer. I'm a designer, but if I come into Canva and I try to redesign the designs, I will find myself here all day just moving stuff, picking stuff. Blah, 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 blah. So the best thing to do is take yourself out of the design shoes, trust the designs, the beautiful designs that Canva's already given us, and pick one. Just go for it. Okay. If you don't like it, you can change it later. All right. So we know we're looking for some type of medical. I don't know if they'll have scrubs, but we'll start with medical. And what I do is I just go down here and I just find things that I think relate to my product, right? Scrub love. So I got one there. And then I click this plus sign up here. It's going to let me add another page. Or I could click this button down here, add another page. And then I'm just going to keep adding logos I like that might have some potential. I'm not really sweating it too much. I'm just going to go through the rest. And if you need to time yourself, don't let this take you more than 30 minutes, an hour the first time, and 30 minutes the next time. Just go through it. Just get it done. Let's see. If you guys see me zoom past anything you like, feel free to chime in. I want this to be collaborative.
I don't see it coming up on my screen. I'm still on the product checklist.
Are you? Okay, that's not good. Now let's put it over here.
That one logo right there would look like two people were holding hands.
Mm-hmm. I am
Look like
going
that.
to. All right. I'm gonna stop sharing and then I will reshare. All right.
Okay.
All right. So far we've got this little doctor. All right. I like the heart. That's cute.
Yeah.
Would prefer to see some scrubs in there. These guys are cute. I think this one is cute too, actually.
Mhm.
Right? I really like this one.
I like that one. Mhm.
All right, see? Done. Boom.
That's it. I'm like that too, girl. If I like it, I like it.
Now, there's only one other thing I would add in here. He just needs a heart because it's scrub love, right? So I can't say
Right.
love without that. So now that we got the main character, go scrub love. And we can go Dr. Scrub Love if we want, right? Hey, he is definitely We know we're talking about scrubs, right? We're not talking about soap. Then, you know, I highly suggest you coming up with a little slogan. If you're having trouble coming up with a slogan, like Nike, just do it, or McDonald's, I'm loving it, just say what it is. Scrubs for medical professionals. That could be slug line until you know, come up with something.
No, yeah, that's
you
a
know?
good start.
Exactly. Come on, computer. If you have any questions about what I'm doing on Canva, ask away. It's very, very user-friendly. So to add a heart in here, right? I was looking at this heart up here, but I think that's too much. So I just want to delete all the pages that I don't need. Delete. I've got like a bunch of things open on my computer, guys. So I apologize. All right, so now I need a heart. So I'll go over here to the left menu, click elements, and then type in heart. And they're gonna bring me a whole bunch of options up, right? So, okay, I don't want to make this complicated. I just want a heart. And I know that I wanna put it somewhere in the middle, but I need it to be white. So I'm gonna go up here, select this little color bubble, and there's a little white tile right there. I can click on it and it's gonna turn my heart white. Now, because my background's white, it's a little lost, but I know it's there. So then I can resize the heart. All right, I could turn them around, give them a little angle, make it a little smaller. But again, I just need them in there. Boom, scrub love, done.
Right.
Clap it up for scrub love. Scrub love. All right. Now we've got a logo. Dr. Scrub Love logo. Boom. I want to go back to AliExpress or Alibaba, whichever one I was in. And what I need to do is I need pictures of this product. They have no problem with you using pictures of their product, guys. All right. So you can come right on in here and right click. Why you should be down here? Come on, computer. Wait for my computer to make up its mind. Okay. Scroll down. All the pictures are down here, really nice and big, right? So
see, that's what I had in mind. That meshing. Right, well, that would be a nice one too, upgraded, but really like the laundry bag type. So when you come home, you put your scrubs all in the, it's go up further.
All right.
No, maybe down further.
I think it's down. I think I saw which one you're talking about. It's all mesh, right?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I thought.
The only reason I wouldn't do all mesh, there's nowhere for me to put the brand. There's nowhere to put Scrub Love. So
you can do half like the one you did, exactly. You just was showing.
So we meet him halfway. All right, come on, computer. Don't do this to me.
See, that's what computers do to us beginners, that we start bugging out and saying, oh my God, it's not working. I'm calling my daughter over. Yeah, like that.
Right. So that's the one I want to use. I'm going to right click on them. And I'm going to go save image. And I'm going to save it somewhere on my computer that I know where to find it, right?
Yeah, right.
That is important. Right. Worst case scenario, just put it on your desktop. All right, so we said this is Scrub Love. All right, so now I'm gonna go back into Canva. I already created the logo, so I'm good. I'm gonna go back to it. Where is it? Is it right here? I think it was in a different window. There he goes. Okay, so now I have that. I'm gonna add a page. Now I'm gonna upload that product image that I just got. And I can go upload. And on my desktop, Scrub Love. Let me upload Scrub Love as a WP. There it goes. Now I can just click and drag my bag over here. And I want to make it full size. Then I'm going to take my Scrub Love. And I could just click and drag to select them all. And you can right click, select group. And basically that group, my heart, my little guy here, Dr. Scrub Love, and the little slogan underneath it all together, so that when I want to copy it, which I do, right click again, and I can go paste. And there is Mr. Scrub Love. And I will get rid of that little logo underneath as well. Just want to see how my guy's looking on it. All right, I'm liking the way that's coming together. All right, so I can zoom in a little bit. Right, I like Scrub Love. Okay. Now there's a couple cool things that Canva will let us do. I can take the background out, so I need to adjust the logo. Just a little bit. Duplicate this image first. Two things I want to do. I want to take this wood background out. So first I'm gonna click it, go to edit image. So I click the whole image with the bag in it. And then I go background remover. Oh, I did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right, and I put my little guy back. All right, so now.
Yeah, that's a better vision.
I want to get rid of the logo on the bag.
Yeah.
And sometimes Canva will have really nice little mock-ups that you can just drop your logo in place, like on a phone or a screen. But being that this is custom, they're not going to have that. But it should allow me to do is blur. Oh, that's my logo. Nope, don't do that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna take it out fast. Give me a second. Do it the professional way. But Canva has a paintbrush in here that allows you to paint over. So I can find it. So what it allows me to do is basically take a blank area of the bag and stamp it over. So it would look like I just, a blank piece of material. So there is a stamp here somewhere. Pass. Brush. Blown stamp. I don't know why Canva won't let me do that, but I'll do it for you real quick. Give me a second. I'll open up another app and do it the fanciest way. So I think that this is a really great product to with. While I'm editing Scrub Love, let's go back to Noreen's retirement for women over 40 or over 45. Looking to exercise and work out. There's a bunch of products that you could sell to those kind of women. When it comes to a flagship product, I like the idea.
Another bag.
But I think that one of the things heavily related to activities is planning, right? And journals, that kind of thing, right? So I think that a journal would do well, especially if it was a 12-month journal. That way you would have them buy a new one each year, right?
Right.
So that's right. We want to keep it going. So I like the idea of a journal. And the thing that's going to make that journal special is the name of the brand. Whatever the brand is, that's what's going to make that journal different from than just buying a notebook out of the dollar store, right? So then you can, make it fancy or not, depending if you want to. But if the brand sounds fancy enough, they'll pay $20 for a journal or a planner. Let's say that, right? A planner is even better, right? Because activities are something that you plan and you want to encourage someone to plan more activities, right? So a planner, and probably inside that have suggestions, right, of activities, and pickleball could be in there among other things that are appropriate for that audience. Retired, got plenty of time on your hands, or not, right? And want to, stay active in some type of way. So, Noreen, you also play bowl, right? So you got pickleball, you got bowling, so
double Dutch, like you said.
Exactly.
Estate planning, line dancing, walking.
Line dancing is a really good one. Walking, yep, all of that. And then you've got, all right, so the customizable product, that physical product is the journal that we're talking about, right? I think that's a great one. Then and I'll show, and I can do a great example of that one, really easy. And then back to my products. I'm waiting for this other program to load. Is it hands-offable? Yes. Is it customizable? Can you create content out of that? A planner is always good because you can show them how to use the planner over and over and over and over again. Best way, it could be best way to schedule, or find out or discover new activities in planner. Best way to build a team or whatever, right? You show them how to use the planner. You talk about the activities. So yeah, easy to create crazy content. Is it shippable? Yep. One of the nice things about KDP, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Let me tell you why. The good thing is that KDP, in this case, like a journal, is going to be printed on Amazon. We're going to use Amazon to fulfill it and print it and ship it. That means that your customer will go to Amazon to buy it sometimes, most times. You can also sell it yourself and then, go over to Amazon and say, hey, print a book and send it to whomever. But even Amazon printing screws up sometimes. Okay. There've been plenty of even coloring books. Parents have complained and said, hey, my coloring book was empty. So it happens. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. But again, the pros and cons of Amazon is that one, the pro is Amazon. So the good thing is that Amazon also has a network where they are already have distribution channels with physical bookstores. So if your book starts to gain, activity and popularity, they will pre-print the books and put it in physical bookstores for you without no expense to you whatsoever. So then that's just branding and marketing you don't even have to worry about and pay for. Again, you're selling to the world. You've got this marketing muscle behind you immediately, Amazon. But the downside is you do pay for it in your margins. And look at it, didn't have to touch it. Really don't have to spend much time or put much effort in to create it. I can tell you, point you in directions where you get plenty of free content to include. So, if you're selling it for $25, $24.99, Amazon, it depends on how many pages are in the book, right? That's what Amazon bases its pricing on. So it's based on the amount of pages, if it's color, right? If the cover, the front and back cover are just color, are they color on the insides? Is it more color? So the more color, the more expensive it is. And again, everything from the weight of the cover. So you get to really kind of customize how you want the journal to look, and that will determine Amazon's price to you. But again, it's Amazon. So the amount of success you can have there is substantial, and you could sell it on there forever and never have to recreate it if you chose not to. But I definitely would consider making it an annual thing so people have to buy it again and again and again. So that's the thing with Amazon. Oh, the other thing is they do hold your money for 2 months, but it's Amazon. 2 months, you can have a $20,000 check in your mail. So,
Right.
But what I found? I found something for travel. I think it's really good.
What
So
you got?
give me your ideas.
All
I
right.
found the blanket and the pillows.
Okay.
The travel blanket and the travel pillow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
good.
we narrowed down the niche yet, or because I was being a little broad. So where do we want to go? Is it travel to?
Well, I was thinking about travel, but then as you were doing scrub love, then I started thinking about what could I sell that related to travel.
Okay.
That's when I thought about, oh, okay, well, I always travel with my own blanket and neck and travel pillows.
Yeah.
So, and I don't like to use the ones on the plane, so I always have my own. So I looked at that to relate it to just travel, but I hadn't narrowed down the niche yet. But I was thinking about, okay, if I'm going to travel, I'm going to always want to carry my own pillow. And
your niche then would be comfort, right?
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, and we can niche it down and lead even further, short travel comfort, long travel. I mean, you know what I mean? You could still say always travel comfortably, or but I like the travel comfort area, right? So are we being specific to air travel comfort again, right? So we're even narrowing it down a little bit more,
Well, I use that for anything. Whenever I go somewhere, if I feel like I'm going to be gone for a while, if I'm in my car, somebody else is driving, I carry my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Makes
you don't want to narrow it down to airlines. You want to leave that out of it. The way you get there doesn't matter. How you get there does.
Right.
There's your slogan. All right.
What did you say? What did you say? How you get there does?
The way you get there doesn't matter, right? How you get there does.
Okay.
Or how you arrive does, right? Because if you had a trip and you had a shitty trip, your start to your trip's pretty gonna be crappy, right? But if you arrive in comfort and relax, then you're probably gonna have a much better time when you get there, right? And you gotta
Right.
gear up. So I like that. Now we just gotta spin it with a really good brand name, but Travel and Comfort is great. And it might just be Travel and Comfort, travel with an N, comfort.
Now,
Always traveling comfort.
what I did see on there too is the baby ones, the ones for
Okay.
baby.
I mean, that's great because then you've got a upsell or a downsell, and I haven't even got to those yet, but that's always good. Multiple products are great, but that flagship one's got to be super duper. So just selling a pillow and a blanket is not going to be enough. We've got to find something about it that makes you different. What's different
And
about
they
your
also
pillow?
have the eye mask, the socks, the footies.
Okay, keep going. Not just the items, right? So it's almost like if I go back to the bag, the Scrub Love bag, we went, the best idea about that for me was you don't have to take your scrubs out the bag. That is the selling point. That's what's gonna
Right.
make it easy for that $20 to be gone. Okay, a wife who's got a wife of a doctor, without even thinking about it, right? She might buy a couple. So, you got medical schools, you got so much potential there, right? So when you find out that one thing.
So how do you cover it? Because everything that's going on, you would need a cover like she did with the Scrub Love. Would you have a cape for it? Would you have like a?
Maybe it's not necessarily the cover. It could be the materials it's made out of. It could be how it's made. It could be how it's folded. It could be, I don't see the product that you're, but if you could drop a link in the chat, as soon as I finish with her logo, I'll jump over there and check it out.
Okay.
But I just wanted to sink in with you guys. There has to be something, a USP about that product that makes it so different that people want to talk about it.
Right.
People
Got
say,
it.
oh my God, did you hear about this? So maybe it is, if you're going to say Travel and Comfort, you saw one for kids.
Let me tell you what they said. It's
Okay,
there's a cashmere travel set.
Okay, now that's luxury, right? So, you have to be very careful. I'm gonna tell you this. There, one of my mentors once told me that Bloomingdale's does not advertise where Macy's does.
Right.
Okay, the Bloomingdale's customer, like if you shop in Bloomingdale's, then you're not, like, Macy's is not advertising to you. Get what I'm saying? It's just two totally different markets. You're advertising to them differently.
Right.
Okay. And it's just know that when you start introducing luxury items, that $20 can jump to $100, which is good. But again, remember I told you I sold couple hundred t-shirts and $20 lip glosses. So again, one doesn't outweigh the other. I think it's more in the power of the brand, right? So if you got a brand like Travel Comfort, I like it, but I'd like it even more if it was a little bit more niched down to a specific audience. Travel Comfort for women business travelers. You get what I'm saying? There's so many issues that you can address.
Why can't she do like a backpack, like a material backpack, and using the same type of idea that I am? And in that backpack, you have all your travel comforts, your booties, if you want, your eyewear, blanket, pillow, whatever, something to that effect.
The reason is because
hands-free.
Reason is because there's two things I'd say about that. Travel is something that is, unless it's for an emergency, right? It's a luxury. It's something that you're going to plan for. So imagine if you're scrolling through your social media feed and you saw, oh, that's a nice travel bag. Unless you were traveling soon, your need to buy that is not immediate. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
if there's not something unique
Yeah.
about that bag that speaks to me and my issues, I'm just gonna say, oh, that's a nice bag. Keep going. You get what I'm saying? So you
Right.
gotta find that scroll stopping content, that piece that's gonna make people say, oh, I need to know more,
Right.
or this speaks to me. It fixes my problem. Why didn't I think of this? That's really the reaction you want. Why didn't I think of this? That's the best one,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So drill down on that, and then so you got to dig a little bit more, Jen. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time to find, you know, the
Mhm.
gem, but it's in there, guys. I promise. And what I'm gonna start to wrap up a little bit here, but I want to show you the builder and talk about our next steps, because one of the most important next steps, I think, is scheduling a 30-minute call with me where we can spend some one-on-one time, and I can help you, if you haven't already, identified your money-making niche and your flagship product, so that this next step that we're about to get in, which is actually building the product pages and building the communities and the cash flow, you're ready to go. I don't want you to, you know, get to the builder part and you're like, I don't even know what to do. That's no good for anybody. Okay. So I want to help you find something that, you know, gets you moving and motivated. Moving, Eminem. You got to have your Eminem. Moving and motivated. That's what I want to know, y'all. And now you're motivated. All right. And I'm gonna knock the box off in a minute. All right. And what I'm doing for Scrub Love, guys, I will gladly help with you all. You still see my screen, or did I black something out there?
You black something out.
Blacked out.
Let's see. I didn't really black it out. It's actually another application trying to open.
I really like that Scrub Love, though. I hope that does well.
Thank you.
It will. It's all about it's consistency, and when you come up with a brand that has a huge audience that are so very specific, right?
Mhm.
Doctors hang with doctors. You get what I'm saying? They like
Right.
kind of.
I think that's going to really take off. Who was that said that? That's doing that?
Teresa.
Teresa? That's
Yeah.
going to do well.
Thank you.
Really going to do well. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to
I'm
someday
excited about it.
I know who's doing that. I know that lady.
That's right. That's right. That's the whole reason for this community. You know, you guys will be able to each other and, you know, see that they're all in there. I'm telling you, they're in there. You just got to find one that, and you know, Teresa's came from a place of love, so it doesn't always come from a place of pain. Yeah, all right, so you guys can watch me do some magic real quick. And because we're all got multiple things that we are interested in, we love, passionate about, just because you came up with one, you don't have to stop there. Keep brainstorming. If you feel like you are looking for a product or a niche and just jumping out of the thin air, maybe you're looking in the wrong place, right? So
I agree. Sometimes you don't know what it is, and it takes a minute to really come to you, and you way off. I'm thinking about travel, and it could be a comb and brush set or something crazy.
Right.
Yep.
And even with conversating on the different topics and ideas that we have, things that you're saying about another person's idea, somehow light bulb go off. Oh, I could, you know, Yeah. So the conversations are extremely rewarding because it opens up your juices.
Yeah.
Yay. That's why I want to get you guys talking today. I was like, I feel like I'm just you know, it wasn't doing anything for me. So I don't
Right,
know.
right. It was a rough start, but it's all good.
Yeah, we're
good.
getting there. We're getting there. All right. So basically, I'm just in one of my fancy pants applications here called Photoshop, and I am going to do the thing if I can find it, and give you a clean blank bag. And so, Teresa, going through
Yes.
with Scrub Love, the next thing I would do while I do this, I would contact the supplier, and you could do it right through the website and ask for a sample. They'll probably ask you to pay $5 for shipping or something, you know, really little like that, no problem. Tell them you want an
Right.
unbranded sample, right? So you want one not have any print on it. Where are you, Stan? I'm sorry, here we go. You want an unbranded sample, and it's just as simple as going to the website, and I'll share this link with you in an email, and you just contact them and say, hey, I'm interested in, you know, purchasing your product. I'd like to request an unbranded sample. Send them your address and tell you, no problem, it costs this much, check out. And then there's a couple things you want to be mindful of, right? You want to be mindful of how long it took to get to you. That's the most important part.
Right. And how do
Okay.
you recommend financially working with them? Do you get
Well,
a credit
go ahead.
card like you know, just one from Walmart or whatever, and put some money on it?
Yes.
Okay.
I would there's two tricks to this drop shipping and print on demand business, right? Because people are paying you first before you order your product, right?
Right.
If what you'd like to do is get a card that has some really great perks that you could just use for your business.
Okay.
And imagine that as your orders come in, you're just using that card and using that card. It's already paid for. So the money is already, that, you know, it's on the card. It's already paid for, the card.
Right.
And so you're getting paid up front, in other words. Before your customer gets their product, you're getting your money right up front. And therefore, you get to pile up these perks.
Right.
I have a girlfriend that's got so many airline miles just because she's drop shipping success.
Right.
That's it. You know,
Okay.
so find your favorite card and use that one.
Okay.
Amazon, one of the good things about doing with Amazon, Amazon does have a really good business credit card because their rewards is up there. They give you, like, if you shop from Amazon like everybody else does, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Cashback rewards is crazy. And it's a business card. So
Okay.
they've got really, really great business rewards. All right. So ta-da, bag is clean and done. Let me export this so I can get to the magic, guys. Get to the magic. All right, export it. All right, so when you are first creating your first, or not even a first, say if it's your 10th online business, I would never recommend you creating a store with 1 million products. Okay?
Right.
Don't do it. Even if you plan to sell jewelry, right? And you're selling even like inexpensive jewelry, don't make that your first flagship product. Keep it on the $20, sell a jewelry case. You get what I'm saying? Don't sacrifice like your jump start just because you want to sell something cheap and no.
Right.
Don't do it. All right, so let me get back to this. Scrub Love's going to the desktop, clean, boom.
Do you recommend getting a PO box?
At first I don't. I'll tell you a little trick. You don't have to use your physical address. You can use your neighbor's address. Nobody's gonna mail you anything in the beginning, right? So when it comes to like on your store, you have to legally put an address. It has to be a legal address. It doesn't have to be your address, right? Nobody wants nobody showing up at their crib and they just trying to see if a product would sell online, right? So I would suggest picking an address of either a public building, a school, a bank, or something like that. And you can use that at your address until you've made some money. I try not to spend no money until I made some money. That's my rule of thumb. So PO box comes when it could pay for itself.
Right.
All right, so let me dig back in here to Canva. You guys can see my screen, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, excellent. So I've got this Scrub Love product ready to go. Bringing this back into Canva. And all I gotta do is upload. So you guys, as you're looking for products and you're unsure if you're unsure it's brandable, you can always shoot me the link and ask me to take a look. Okay, and if you need me to, make you a clean version like I did here, I will gladly do that for you. Okay, so if I go down to this one, I should just be able to swap these out. If I just hover, if I kind of drag it, see the highlight. Where are you? You see that little pink bar? There it goes. Like, come on. That's not. All right. I can just drag, extend, right click, and send to the back. That says I want to send it behind the logo. And there we go. Dr. Scrub Love. I think he's a little big, so I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. Boom. All right, I'm liking it. All right, so I'm going to delete that one, and then I'll just do the background remover again. So now I duplicated that. I go to edit image, background remover. Oops, wrong one. Make sure you have the image of the bag selected. Edit image, background remover. Wait for it. I didn't do it. I got two bags on here. I need to delete one. All right, there it goes. I'm like, wait a minute. Canva. All right. So boom, boom. Looks good. Now I want to export all of these three. So I've got a good looking logo. I've got a sample of the product on a background. I've got a sample by itself. All right, before I do that, let me show you the builder. Okay, so that after I've picked my niche, I've got my brand, I've got my logo, I know the audience that I'm talking to, and I've got my flagship product. Now I'm ready to build a product page. I'm not building, keep in mind, I didn't say I was building a shopping cart. I'm not going to Shopify and building a whole shopping cart. What I want to do is I want to prove the concept. I want to make some money before I got to spend some money. So I need to see as fast as possible, how can I make a landing page, get in front of some doctors in this case, or medical assistants, and see if they gravitate to my product, see if they like it, see if they share it, and do all those other things that they do on social media, right? So the tool that I have, and I'm going to train you guys on, is going to make that super easy for you to just jump in and start doing. So I'm gonna bring it over here and show you. All right, so after I got my niche, I got everything like that. You are going to log in. I'll give you a place to log in. And then you're gonna come in here and you're going to look for a funnel. Don't worry about if you don't know what a funnel is. It is exactly what it sounds like. It's got a big top and a skinny bottom. And that's all it is, right? We are putting in a lot of people and trying to get as many people as we can to get through the bottom and make a purchase as possible. So you'll see the website will have a bunch of different little templates already created for you. And all we want is one that's gonna allow us to sell our bags. Now I like this one over here.
Okay.
All right, so I can preview it. And when you guys log in, I'll have it filtered so that you will only see like one of these product landing pages. You won't have to kind of go looking through everything else. But I can pull it up. All right, looks good. I like it. I like it. It's got some movement. I can go add funnel. And this is Dr. Scrub Love. All right, so when you come in here, I can literally just go in here and start placing stuff and replacing stuff with my copy. So you'll see there's a background picture here. There's a guy holding the mug. You know what I'm gonna put back there? A guy in some scrubs. Come on now, come on, let's go. Scrubs. All right. So I'm gonna go back to Canva. And okay, so I jumped the gun. I'm going to go back to the website real quick because I want to see what other pictures I need. All right, I already got my product picture. I need a background image of the guy in scrubs. This is just another product picture. That's fine. All right, that's another product picture. Right now, we're just going to put the product back there. We can always be creative later. Again, another product picture. Boom. So all I need really is a guy in some scrubs. Maybe a guy, a woman. That's what I'm looking for. I go back to Canva. I say, Canva, I want to create another design. This time I want a web something. And they're going to say website page. You don't want to create a website because Canva is tricky there. They won't let you export it the way you need to. So what I want to do is just look at the size. All right, 1366 by 768. So I go to custom size. 1366, 768, create a design. All right, and now we just need some medical people with some scrubs. That's all we need. So I can go here to Canva and go over to elements. Oops, sorry. Photos is what you want. We need doctors and scrubs. See what they give us. Oh, couldn't have been any easier, right? So let's see. Oh, there's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Listen, you want pictures that evoke an emotion. Either he's cute, he's funny, he's ugly, he's, some type of emotion should be drawn. Like as soon as you see the picture, it doesn't really matter what the emotion is. But if it makes something come out, it's a good picture. All right, that scroll stopping, and it's going to be sitting behind, but he's still a good model that we could use for the ad, right? Ooh, look at the doctor with the heart. Come on, you got.
Aww.
Yeah, come on,
Right.
our job here is done. I love it. I love it. All right, so I'm going to title this Scrub Love Images. Okay, and then I'm going to say, let me share it, Canva. This is where you download. They just have a share button. Click download. I want all of the pages, cute guy and the heart. All right, give them to me. Download. And then I'm going to go back to my logo. Actually, let me jump back to the website real quick and see if where the logo is going to pop in. So the logo is always going to be at the top of your website and at the bottom. It might be a couple different places, but those are the two places you want to open and close with your brand, always. All right, so then nothing special needed there. I can go back over here, home to Canva, and export my logo. So it's down here in my recent designs. Scrub Love logo. All right. Now, this time when I share or download these images, I want to make sure that I select transparent background. Ignore that. The download, see where it says transparent background right there? Or that bag won't, you know, it'll be on a white background, and then our logo would be on a white background, but we want that logo to just be able to float around wherever we want it to. So then I'll go download. All right, now that I got all the stuff I need, I can go back over to the website and I can just start filling in the holes. So I need a headline here. Say, give those dirty scrubs some love. I'm not worried about changing the font. You know,
That's not scrubs.
thank you. Medical professionals, #1 go-to product. Yep, I can say that. Then here again, I'm just gonna, you know, elaborate. But what I want you to pay attention to is the design is already done, guys. If it has 2 lines of text, what you gonna make your text? 2 lines of text. If it has 1 line of text, I'm telling you, this is the fastest way to get through a template and where you don't run into issues where you know, the template is adjusting because you tried to add a big old paragraph here and the design only called for 3 lines of text. Get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So edit your content to the design. All right, that's all you want to do. All I want to do is come in here and start swapping out this stuff. So where it says product name, I can literally just go over there and delete. I can go here to this plus sign and I can say, hey, I want to add my logo up there. So that's an image and I can just drag it to where I want it to be. Now it's going to say, all right, what image you want me to put in there? And remember, I just downloaded those wonderful assets we made. I'm going to open those up.
So Shibi, this is separate from Canva, right?
Yes, this is separate from Canva. So what happens is, guys, you got to go after the 1 week, there is a $100 fee that I need you guys to pay to continue to work with me. And once you make that payment, I will give you access to the builder, which is what I'm in now. And you'll be able to access the rest of the course. All the training will be in here and do just what I'm doing right here. Be able to go over, build a funnel and choose a template and start dropping those images in place.
Right.
So this is the part, it's called the Online Business Builder. All right, so I am going to, where did my image go? Where did it go? I'm gonna add my image again. Now that I have my images expanded here. So I drag him and then I can go, hey, I'm gonna add an image, upload a file. Okay, this one. Select. All right, now, the only problem is it's a dark background, but I could fix all of that, right? I'm not even gonna sweat it right now because I can always go back to Canva, make the text white, re-export it. It's not a problem. Keep moving. I want to upload my product images now. I could have uploaded them all at the same time. You can put all your images here at the same time, and so that way they're all there when you need them. And we want the one with no background. Oh, there it is. Love it. Right? Moving right along. Edit this image. All right, looking good. And then here I would say, you know, that the qualities of it. Why do they want to love it? Biodegradable, you know, how do you spell that? Okay, you get what I'm saying? So feature 1, feature 2. I'm just gonna go down the template and fill in all the holes. Those reviews you think people write all the time, trust me, they're fake. Oh, First Doctor, I can't live without Scrub Love. Okay, that's the kind of stuff you want to put in there, right? So we're just gonna go through here and make Scrub Love look like it's the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm gonna rebrand this whole thing until it screams nothing but Scrub Love. Do you guys get what I'm saying there, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
Then literally you're ready to go sell. All right, because basically everything is all together here. So if I go stay and save, you'll enter your PayPal settings here, you'll enter all of your information here, so when somebody places an order, you get paid.
Okay.
I don't make any money off of your transactions. I don't ask for any money off your transactions. All of it goes, you know, it's between you and PayPal. Okay, these little widgets down here let you see your website in responsive views, right? So everyone's not on a computer anymore. Some people are on tablets. Oh, let me save it first. So they're asking me to save it. And if I click down here towards my left, it'll let me see what it's going to look like on a tablet. So this would be someone on a tablet's viewing experience. If I wanted to see what it looked like on a mobile device, that littlest one is your phone view. And again, this is what it would look like on a phone. Now, the great thing about this is if I said, hey, you know what? These guys on the phone, I don't know about this image, you know, or this text being, it looks too big. I could make it smaller just for the people on the phone.
Right.
Okay, so get what I'm saying? So you can make the experience customizable to the device. Okay, and that's called responsive design. And the good thing about these templates, a lot of them are already set up really well. We don't really have to tweak a lot. But you may see that in some instances, there may be something you want to change because for whatever reason. All right, I just want you to know that it's doable. You'll hear me talk about responsive design a lot. Just the world we live in, you're gonna have glasses are next, you guys, where people can, you know, look at websites from their sunglasses.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
it's coming, it's coming. And that's pretty much all I got today. We're gonna dive in next week into these pages a little bit more, talking more about funnels, talking more about products, talking more about building communities, and even getting into some of the social media stuff. Don't be afraid of TikTok. Don't be afraid of Instagram. Just remind yourself, a couple years ago, you probably never thought you'd be on Facebook, and look at you now.
See?
right.
Okay.
Right.
So Instagram is already, you know, come, and TikTok is the next Instagram. So, you know, it's especially in this space, if you're selling stuff online, it's not even about you, it's about your products, about your business, about your brand. So you know, I encourage you guys to go on YouTube, do some research on your own, and start watching these videos. I am a student of YouTube University.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Faithful. So become one too. And I'm always here if you have any questions. I'm going to shoot you guys a text with a link to where you guys can go sign up. And I hope to see you next week. I love this. It's going so well for me. I hope you're finding value.
Thank you, Sheba. It was great.
Thank you.
Good. Mwah. I love you all.
Blessings, ladies.
Take
Hey,
care.
guys.
Be
Bye-bye.
safe. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, Malika.
Welcome.